Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, June 1st. Sorry, it has been a while since my last video because every time I planned to do the video, I would get more DVDs and Blu-rays, and it just kept building and building, and I kept waiting for them to arrive from either eBay or Amazon. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm waiting for one that is coming from the UK through eBay. Still hasn't arrived yet. I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it June 1st. So this is everything since my last video in the middle of April. And again, more horror and more vampire for some reason. I actually have this journal that I've had for like a couple years, so now I'm writing down everything I got, and since my memory is for shit, mostly because when you buy so many, whichever place you got it from, it starts to blend, so I just quickly wrote them down. So I will be looking at that very quickly. So I'll just shut up and get started. This arrived, I think, a day or two after my last video, another vampire. I know my dad likes this show, but I figured, well, I'll check it out. And it's the complete series of Blood Ties, which I got from eBay for an actual decent price because Amazon was too expensive. And speaking of Amazon, picked this up. I've always liked this movie since I saw it in the theater back in 1998. Never watched the old 60s TV show, but I do like the movie, and that is Lost in Space. And this one arrived from Amazon. Amazon. Flubs are here. If I remember correctly, this actually went down in price, and that's why I bought it. Ringu, because I had it on DVD for years, but this is the Arrow video. I know there's another one with all three movies, but I've seen the other two. I wasn't the biggest fan of it, so why would I spend an extra money for movies I don't really care about? So Ringu, this arrived from eBay. I thought I'd give these things another shot, especially since I haven't seen the last two, and that is the Subspecies films. And these come with Subspecies 2, Bloodstone, Part 3, Bloodlust, Part 4, Bloodstorm, and 5, which is just called Vampire Journals. So there we go. Okay, this bunch right here I got from Willow Video. I've stated a couple times, this is still the only video store in town, but they will they rent movies and video games still, and they will trade. So I did a big trade because, you know, there are a lot of movies. I have a lot of movies in my collection, and there's some that I haven't watched in 10 plus years. Ones that have seen, ones that I haven't. And even Sunshine by Danny Boyle, I love that movie, but I have to be realistic. I haven't watched that since 2007, and it's just been sitting there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of it. So I got 120 bucks back, but this almost took that whole 120 away because of this first one right here. I wasn't turning it down. It was used. It was $49.99, but then again, it is out of print, and I was like, there's no way in hell I'm not leaving Willow Video without it, and that is Evil Speak. The cheapest I've seen online is $59 on eBay, but I did not have to pay for this because this is out of print. It goes for crazy amount of money on both Amazon and eBay. Like the cheapest was $59, and I think the second cheapest was $89. But that was back in April, so it might have changed. So, but I'm so happy to have this. This was an upgrade. I figured, you know what, I like this movie. I had the DVD for a couple of years, and actually my co-worker and friend Kyle, who is also a fellow horror fan, he got the DVD, and that is Mandy. And another thing, I thought I would give another shot. I hated this the first time I saw it back in '95, but with because I do go on TikTok, even though some of the stuff on there I'm just so sick and tired of seeing that I go, okay, I'm done with TikTok for the day. But this has come up quite a bit, and I'm like, you know what, I think I'll give that another shot. And that is The Prophecy with Christopher Walken. Like I said, haven't watched that since '95, since I did not like that. And then this is a blind buy out of the whole bunch. I've heard a lot of people talk about this one, and I was like, I want to check it out. And that was Starry Eyes. Don't know. I know a little bit about this through some of the YouTubers talking about it, but overall don't know too much. And then last one, this is on Tubi, but I was like, I want it in my collection, and that is Texas Chainsaw Massacre: A Family Portrait Revisited. Okay, and this I picked up at Sunrise. Now I've got the 2 movies, and I'm actually looking forward to the 3rd movie coming out. I think it's in July. I don't know. And that is X. I actually did like both this and Pearl, but I wasn't overly impressed. Like, I didn't know what the hoopla was about it, but I mean, I like them both enough to own them in my collection. So, and this I got from eBay because it was at Willow Video, but I kept putting it off, and then the one time when I went there to get all those, it was gone, and I picked up Kiss the Vampire. So, and it's brand new. That's a cool thing. Also from eBay, I showed this in a picture, and someone said, oh, you bought that for your dad. And I go, fuck no, I bought this for me. Because my dad isn't the only John Wayne fan in the family, because I'm a huge fan too. But this was on cable. Sorry guys, my leg. Found out this problem I've been having with my leg, with the pain of it being tingling, numbing, hot and cold, as I have a compressed nerve. So I gotta just give me one little second. I did just rub a lot of this on it, but it takes a little bit of time for it to get going. But as I was saying, this was on cable, and I got 20 minutes into it. Like, it was already on for 20 minutes, and I'm one of these movie fans where if I want to watch a movie, I want to watch it from the beginning, even if nothing happens or not. And I just said, you know what, I'm gonna fucking buy it for my collection. And that is a movie called Brannigan. And it's from what I've seen, I've liked. It is odd to see John Wayne and Sir Richard Attenborough in the same frame, because you don't think of those 2 actors together. But from what I've seen, I've liked. So this is one I am so looking forward to. And also arrived from eBay. Mainly got this for the other film, but I was like, what the hell ever, I need more vampires in my life. And it's a double feature, Scream Factory double feature of Love at First Bite and Once Bitten, which is the film I have seen. Also arrived from eBay is a film called Rottweiler. Only 2 names stood out to me in this. The director, Brian Usna, who directed Bride of Reanimator, Beyond Reanimator, Society, Return of the Living Dead 3, and also the name of Paul Naschy. He's in this. This is probably one of the last films he did before he passed. Even though it's he died in 2009 and this came out in 2004, but I know there's like one other film he did before he died. I know it, but I don't know the name of it. Like, I'm not expecting much of it, but I mean, I've always liked Brian Usna's films, so what the hell. Back to the vampires. I got this off of Amazon, and it was like, the Blu-ray was $30 and the DVD was $15, so like I said, I'm not picky anymore. And I got it says season 1, but I don't think there was a season 2 of Dracula with Jonathan Rhys-Meyers. So I'm gonna wait to check it. Can't wait to check that out. Okay, this, I know what it is, so don't go, you know what that is. I saw this as a 12-year-old kid. I was babysitting my cousin who lived 2 doors down, and they didn't have a DVD player, or not a DVD player, a VHS player. This is 92. But they did have cable. And if anybody remembers anything, usually at about 10 at night on certain cable channels would be certain movies, softcore porn, let's put it that way. And this was one of them. And I liked it because it had to do with vampires. But this was the one I had stated in my last video that I kept putting in my wish list on eBay, and the next day I would go there and it would be sold out. So this, I don't really know where it came from, but I was like, fuck it, I'm buying it. It's called To Sleep with the Vampire, or To Sleep with a Vampire. Yeah, so it is basically softcore porn. Kind of like Red Shoe Diaries in a way. But I had been thinking about this movie off and on for the last couple of years, but every time I would try to find it, like at one place it was $60, and I'm like, it's not that good of a film from what I remember. But I wanted to see it again, and I checked Tubi, I checked like Soap Today, nothing. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna buy it. So don't judge me. I own Showgirls, so this is nothing. Okay. And oh, did I do a... Oh, good thing I caught that. Okay. So that was the bunch I got from the end of my last video to the end of April. This is the start of May till yesterday. This was showcased in Search of Darkness 3, and when I saw the cast, I was like, well, I want to see it. This arrived from eBay. I think it's also on Blu-ray, and it was going for a crazy amount of money, and the DVD I got for $10. It's called The Doctor and the Devils. Kind of like a Buck and Hare kind of thing. But I mean, you have Timothy Dalton, which is very rare to see him in a horror film. Jonathan Hyde, I think? Yeah, Jonathan Price, I'm sorry. Stephen Ray, the late Julian Sands. And at one point, this actor came on screen. I go, wait a fucking minute, is that who I think it is? It is. Patrick Stewart is in this as well. So, can't wait to check this out. Like Brannigan, one of the few non-horror, but I knew I was going to get this because I actually loved it. I know this got shit on by a lot of people, which is odd because I didn't care. And that is, as far, it says the complete series, so I don't think we'll be getting the second one, but I mean, they ended it perfectly, so I don't really think it needs a season 2, and that is Obi-Wan Kenobi. I am more of a Star Trek fan, I will admit that, but I do love my Star Wars. I'm just more passionate about Star Trek. But let me tell you, I was 18 when Phantom Menace came out. So though I grew up with Alec Guinness's Obi-Wan Kenobi from the age of 2 to then, I've also grown up with Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan Kenobi. So when he came on screen in this, I literally started crying because the last time we saw him was in 2005, and here we are in Does this come out 21 or 22? I think it was 2022. So when you think about it, that's 18 years. So I did like it. I thought the little kid they had playing Leia, she was spot on. I mean, I could see her growing up to be Carrie Fisher, which is so cool. And the ending, cried at that because of who showed up. I won't spoil it for anybody. But I enjoyed Obi-Wan Kenobi, so I'm happy to have it in my collection. And also, I found out the thing I was saying with the Disney Plus, I had the high resolution option for the subscription, and that's going up, but the one below it, which was $11.19, that wasn't going up. So I was like, why the hell did I put it on the 4K option? Because I have stated I don't have a 4K TV or DVD player. I do have some 4Ks because it's the only way I could have got Daryl, The Abyss, True Lies, or Cloak and Dagger. Dabney Coleman, miss him. Was the only way to get them on Blu-ray. But I am not on the 4K wagon. And like I talked to Justin Ryan 1988 on his live stream yesterday, I was like, is there really a big difference? He says it depends on what films, particularly the genre. For me, I would be getting like sci-fi, horror, and action. But I mean, I don't know if I'd be able to tell the difference. But I don't know, maybe if I win the fucking lottery, maybe I'll upgrade. But at this point, no, I am not interested. But going back to this, do recommend Obi-Wan Kenobi if you are a Star Wars fan. Back to the vampires and the horror. Picked up, even though I heard this is a very slow burn horror, and literally nothing happens. But I mean, I like Tom Hiddleston and I like Tilda Swanson, and that is Only Lovers Left Alive. And I also noticed two of my favorites, Anton Yelchin and John Hurt, are in this, so I'm looking forward to that. That, if I didn't say, that came from Amazon. And I'm gonna go get my Pepsi really quick. So, there we go. Just put it right there. These two I got from the library. They were only $1 each. Like, I go check out the DVDs at the Bluray, oh my god. More caffeine needed. At the library, because I mean, I lucked out. I got I think the Blu-ray for the Criterion collection of The Irishman for $1. So I always look, and if it's something I want, I will grab. I didn't realize this was like a kind of mini series, but I said screw it. I picked up Resident Evil Infinite Darkness, and this one was another one, like a couple of movies I kept renting from the library, and then it would just sit in the pile because, again, watch the old stuff. So I was like, you know what? I found it. I'm buying it. And that is Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse. that I'm looking forward to. And this arrived from eBay. Again, could have got the Blu-ray, but the DVD was $15 and the Blu-ray is $60. And that is Twins of Evil, another Hammer horror, because you can't go wrong with Hammer horror at all. And this was another one. I had pre-ordered it from the library. I had it for 2 weeks. I didn't watch it, and I felt like such an idiot. But I was like, fuck it, I am buying it. Because I'm pretty sure I will like it, and that is Lisa Frankenstein. And then, wait a minute. Oh, I'm still not there yet. Okay, and that I got from Amazon, and these next bunch I got from Amazon. I got Brides of Dracula. It's another one I've wanted to pick up. And then because I got Infinite Darkness, I thought I'd grab this, and this was on sale for like $12.99. So I was like, hell yeah. It's a 3-pack of the animated Resident Evil films, Vendetta, Damnation, and Degeneration. I remember not liking Degeneration, but it's been years since I've seen it. So, and this I bought right away. The minute there were 4 particular movies that Shout Factory said were going out of print at the end of May on their store, but they were going out of print. I did have Orca the Killer Whale. The other 2 I wasn't really interested in. This one I was, but it was this, I mean, $32 to $38 is a little too much money for a film that came out in 1990. But the fact that it was going out of print, I was like, go check Amazon.ca, see what the price is. $38, and it said they had 10 copies. 2 hours later, I was like, maybe I should go check. It went down to 1 copy, and I said, fuck it, I'm buying it. It's an okay movie. Like, I wouldn't have paid the $38 overall, but I mean, if it is going out of print, I was gonna grab it. And that is Stephen King's Graveyard Shift. See, I haven't even taken it out of the packaging yet. This arrived from eBay. I could have got it online, but I mean, it was actually cheaper on eBay through a seller from Canada, ironically, in my home province of British Columbia. And I picked up Talk to Me, another one I kept renting from the library and not watching. So I was like, ugh. It's getting to the point now where it's like, why am I renting from the library? Let me just buy the fucking movie. Okay. A couple weeks ago, we had to go out to my optometrist appointment, and we went to the mall there. I went to Sunrise Records, where this was $29.97. And I thought, oh, well, there's a Walmart. We'll go look. The entertainment section at that Walmart was absolute shit. They didn't even have this. We went to the Walmart we usually go shopping at White Rock. They had a copy. I picked it up, and the disc was loose. And I was like, well, I'm not getting that. So next time we went out and I was at a Sunrise Records, I was like, I don't care. I'm paying the extra $3. And I got Dune Part 2. People may or may not know my feelings on these. I like the new ones. I just prefer the David Lynch movie. It's childhood for me. Like, to me, there is nothing wrong. There's nothing bad about these movies. I love the cast. I think it's fantastic. But in particularly this one, when they kept pushing the prophecy angle, like every 5 minutes talking about it, that took me out of the movie. So if you call this a masterpiece, good for you. I don't. I enjoy it. I just enjoy the David Lynch film more. And what surprises me is I keep hearing how people love these movies, but people prefer the David Lynch movie, which kind of shocks me because I thought for sure everybody was going to say these are superior. In a way they are, but for me, nostalgia, and I mean, I was a 3-year-old kid watching David Lynch's Dune in '84. I love it a lot more, so. But I do enjoy these. I'm just not wow about them. Like, will I go see Dune Messiah when it comes out? Yeah, I will. I mean, that was what I said about Dune Part 1. I was like, I didn't feel the woo on it, but I went to see the second one anyway. So, yeah. And then I got this from eBay. I actually bought an eBay gift card. And I was like, yeah, I think I'll get this because I am a fan of Paul Naschy. I do have this on DVD. Haven't gotten rid of it because it's a double pack with this and Horror Express. And I picked up the, what edition is this? Scorpio releasing of Fury of the Wolfman, because this is out of print. This did cost me my whole, it was expensive because my eBay card was $50 and I had to pay $17 for this. But I was like, ugh. Considering that that was the cheapest, everything else was a DVD. But I wanted the Scorpio releasing Blu-ray, and I know there's one called something with a sword. I'm Beast with the something sword, takes place in Japan. I do want to get that, but it's out of print and it goes for an insane amount of money on eBay, so it's another one of gotta get the eBay card. And these two arrived from Amazon yesterday. Yeah, we're at the end of the video. This was another one I was putting off. I was renting it from the library all the time, and I just said, fuck it, I'm buying it. Garfield's Halloween Adventure. So, yep, finally have it. Now the other one from the library that I rent that I need to buy is Them, the giant ant movie, and then we're all set. And this is a blind buy. I've been putting it off, and we're ending it on horror, and we're ending it with vampires. And that is Tales from the Crypt, Bordello of Blood. And also, I'm afraid it's going to go out of print soon. And like I said, the minute they say it's going to go out of print, I might buy a lot of these things. But I don't know yet. But I haven't heard that many good things about this one. But I mean, I love Tales from the Crypt. I love Demon Knight. I still have the fucking soundtrack for that movie when I bought it back in '95 on CD. So, but this one, I don't know if I like it, but I mean, hey, I finally have it. So there we go, guys. Wow. Just horror and vampires. We're here for it. So what did you guys think of these titles? Which ones you like, which ones you don't like? Hopefully this month, maybe I'll change it up and have less horror, but I completely seriously doubt it. Maybe less vampires, but again, seriously doubt it. I do know June 11th, I will be buying that. And after I make dinner, which will be soon, because Dad and I are gonna watch Godzilla -1 on Netflix. I lost my shit when I found out it dropped on Netflix last night. If you've seen my post on Facebook, I literally wrote "finally" in capital letters, and there it was on my computer. And then because my dad wanted to see it, but he didn't want to spend the time watching the movie and trying to read it in the theater, which I don't blame him. A lot of people don't want to do that, but I'm like, I will forfeit that to watch Godzilla. So so yeah, guys, yeah, let me know your feelings on Bordello of Blood, and what was some of the others, like Starry Eyes. I'd like to know anybody's opinion on that. And Only Lovers Left Alive. So, and also your feelings on Lisa Frankenstein, because even though it wasn't a hit, I heard a lot of positive feedback for that movie. So, we shall see. So, hopefully it doesn't take a month and a half for me to do my next video. I don't know. I'm anxiously awaiting the horror marathon. Here we are in June. I'm one of those people who, you got those people who flip out over Christmas. I'm the person who flips out over Halloween, because Halloween is my Christmas. I'd show you my shot glass of it. Oh, I found it. Nosferatu is in it, but that is so true in my case. Okay, guys, I've rambled long enough. So until my next video, whenever that will be, I hope you all have a great weekend. Watch a shitload of movies. And of course, as always, like, comment, please subscribe, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye, guys.